The boy who learned to say no to distractions. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a boy named Arian. Arian was a bright and curious child who loved to learn new things. But there was one problem: Arian couldn't focus. Every time he sat down to study, something would distract him. His friends would call him to play, his phone would buzz with messages, or he'd just get lost daydreaming about things he wanted to do. One day, Arian's father noticed his struggle and decided to help. He handed Arian a glass jar and a bag of small pebbles. "Arian," he said, "this jar represents your day. Every pebble you put in it is a task you complete. But remember, there's limited space in this jar. If you fill it with unnecessary things, there won't be room for the important ones." At first, Arian didn't understand. But his father explained further. Every time you give in to a distraction, it's like putting an unnecessary pebble in your jar. If you focus on what matters, your jar will be filled with valuable achievements. That night, Arian thought about his father's words. The next morning, he made a promise to himself. He would learn to say no to distractions. When his friends came over to call him for a game during study time, Arian smiled and said, "I'll join you later, but first, I need to finish my studies." His friends laughed and teased him, but Arian stayed firm. When his phone buzzed with a new notification, Arian resisted the urge to check it. Instead, he turned it off and placed it in another room. First, it was hard. His mind kept wandering, and he felt restless. But slowly, he noticed something remarkable. He was able to focus for longer periods. A week later, Arian's teacher praised him for completing his homework perfectly and even finishing an extra assignment. His friends began noticing his discipline and asked how he was managing everything so well. Arian proudly shared his father's lesson about the jar and the pebbles. Over time, Arian learned that saying no wasn't about missing out. It was about prioritizing what truly mattered. He realized that his time was like a treasure, and every moment he spent wisely brought him closer to his dreams. Years passed, and Arian grew up to achieve great things. But he never forgot the lesson his father taught him: the power of saying no to distractions and the importance of discipline in life. And so, Arian's story became an inspiration for others in the village, reminding everyone that success isn't about doing everything but about doing the right things at the right time. Moral of the story: discipline and time management are keys to success. By saying no to distractions, you can focus on what truly matters and achieve your goals.